Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sent them last week resolves itself this time around.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Waddle. That's downfield. He's got Taylor.
Gain of 26
and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Dodson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Waddle. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss. Okay, and he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3rd down and 10.
3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th
Only
down.
2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Able to power through. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Burke. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Ethan Evans on down to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st down, Beckwith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Off play action. Aiken. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Aiken. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Aiken. And he finds Fitzgerald. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Chargers take over.
LA readies for its next possession. They come at this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Waddle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Ethan Evans now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Aiken. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beckwith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Aiken looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dodson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dodson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up
second and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fitzgerald. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Ravens.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
Yards to go.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Ravens
up the middle they go. Backward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and
looking to throw. Aiken. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
the kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Waddle. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And he's going to have a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
A quick throw complete to Fitzgerald.
The pass.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Aiken. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards.
Operating from the gun. Aiken. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down. Aiken. And he finds Howard complete.
The pass.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Now a handoff up the middle. Burke. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Raven first down.
On first down, Beckwith. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To number 84. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Aiken on the RP. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw. Waddle. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Third down.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be now 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Howard. 2nd down and 3.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. Aiken. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The final shot before break. Waddle. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen.
Our tour of the NFL.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Aiken. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 6.
Operating from the gun, Aiken. Now, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a 3rd and 6.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Aiken.
And 6.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. First down.
Looking to throw. Aiken. He finds his man, complete. That's Howard. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
Up the middle they go. Beckwith. And down to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On the 36 now. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Aiken. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's third down.
Looking to throw. Aiken. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Second and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanchez. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And that will be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 16 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete to number 27. A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Operating from the gun. Aiken. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Operating from the gun. Aiken. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Aiken. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
It's third down.
Looking to throw. Aiken. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Aiken. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll try and throw for him. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45.
Looking to throw. Waddle. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 89. Brings up 3rd down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Waddle. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. And with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Visitors' offense and their quarterback heading out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Operating from the gun. Aiken. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
To number 84. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beckwith. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Aiken. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Raven first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
To number 83. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Aiken. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of a yard.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
3rd and long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First down, Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give right side. Beckwith shoves him aside. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The pass.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Number 83. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
Back to throw. Waddle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Looking to throw. Waddle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Ravens.
Operating from the gun. Waddle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Off play action. Aiken. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Aiken. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Dodson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanchez.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Waddle. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
18 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Waddle. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Waddle. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on 1st down. Beckwith. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 95 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Baltimore.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they dip to 5-11 now on the year. And they will look to turn it around next time out. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.